we are key players in the manifestation of the things that we are praying about. It's not a case of we just say, oh, I prayed about it and it's in God's hands now. God is in control. No, we are key players in how things manifest in our lives. The people of God coming into the promised land, they could not possess that promise because of their thinking. In their thoughts, they were afraid. In their thoughts, they saw themselves as grasshoppers. It made them so fearful inside, and it meant that they couldn't believe and walk with God, partner with God for their victory. It also meant that the words that they now spoke were contrary to the dream that God had for them, contrary to the promise that God had for them. Their thinking was contrary to God's thinking. It was contrary to what God wanted for them. And so as a result of that, they couldn't possess the promises of God. They had what we call a grasshopper mentality. And with a grasshopper mentality, you get grasshopper results. Sure enough, they were defeated when they tried to take on that land. And the fate they suffered was the fate that they had said to Moses, we would rather have this fate. That said to Moses, we're going to get defeated. Have you brought us out here to die? We would rather go back. We would rather go back to where we came from, to that land of slavery, than to be killed here. Or we'd rather die in this wilderness. And that is exactly what happened to them. Not because that was God's will for their lives. No, because it was because of what they had in their hearts. That's what they thought. That's what they felt. That's what they spoke. And that is what they got. That is what God ended up allowing into their lives, but it wasn't his plan. So what promise do you have today from God that isn't manifesting because your heart, your thoughts, your words, your image inside is not aligned with that promise? It's not aligned with what God has for you. It's not about the how, because they couldn't see the how. They couldn't see the how. They just saw the giants, and so they thought, how are we ever going to do that? We can't do it. It wasn't about the how. The how is the killer question. It's not about the how. Align your thoughts, no matter how impossible it seems. Align your thoughts, your words, your deeds, your heart, your everything with the thoughts of God, with the desires and plans of God. And that's how you partner with him to see those desires come to fruition in your life. That is how you partner with him to see the manifestation of those things.